What is going on, universe? Today we're going to bring you something a little bit different. So a while ago, or maybe a long time ago, depending on when we finally get this video edited and uploaded, a YouTube user by the name of the Black Hokage released a video called Top 5 Music Soundtracks in Gaming or something like that. I should probably know the title, but I don't. That's what you get. Oh well. So we thought, hey, that's a super cool idea. We're gonna piggyback on his search trends, and we're gonna steal his idea and make our own video. And then this is what we got.
So to make things different, we're going to be bringing you guys both of our top 3 old soundtracks and our top 3 new soundtracks.
And just before this list begins, we just want to say that the old games, everything we're considering old is GameCube, PS2, Xbox original, like the first Xbox, and below. That's all the old stuff. Anything higher than that, Xbox 360, Wii, PS3, that's new stuff. Beginning my list is from the game Sunset Riders. What I really liked about this game's music is it kind of blended some like the western twanginess and also like the pixel style music that you hear in games like Undertale, and I really enjoyed that. Where this kind of blending of styles really hit its peak, I think, is in the final boss where you fight Richard Rose. It's not really a spoiler, but I guess it kind of is. Not really. Anyways, I really liked it because it made the boss fight seem so much more epic. The game's pretty easy. You just have to be careful with how you dodge bullets, but that boss fight combined with that music, it's probably one of the best boss fights I've ever had in any game.
So third on my list for the old category has to be Donkey Kong Country for the SNES. So the reason this game sticks out to me so much is 1, the music, but I'll get to that later, and 2 is just that this was kind of like my first video game that I've ever actually owned. I actually played this game so much when I was younger that my mom actually took the system and the game away and put it into our garage sale and sold everything pretty much for $10. But she couldn't sell my memories, and one of my fondest memories of this game would have to be the soundtrack, and most notably the song Candy's Love Song. What I love about this song is that it kind of has that jungle feeling to it. It's really upbeat and happy, and it makes me feel like a monkey. So yeah, here, take a listen.
Number 2 spot on my list belongs to Metroid Prime, in particular Phendrana Drift's theme. What I like about this song so much is that it sets the atmosphere for your exploring an alien, desolate ice world, and it just makes the game feel so much more real, and I believe that it actually makes the area harder to complete, because if you progress, then you'll lose that song.
My second favorite for the old category has to be for Golden Sun. This game was basically my first video game that I ever owned for the Game Boy Advanced. In my many years of having this game, I probably played it 5, 6, probably even more times, and every time I hear the theme song, Forest Requiem, I get this feeling of nostalgia.
Forest Requiem.
Forest Requiem makes the game more soothing and relaxing, and here's the song so you can see what I mean.
Number 1's gotta be none other than Banjo-Kazooie. Many would argue that this game defined the N64 and has the great music to pair alongside a great game. From the second you open this game, the very first opening theme music is so great that it just starts slow and then it just builds up into an explosion of banjos and all these instruments that I didn't hear as a kid, and it just set me up for this great new adventure that I was going to experience, and it's awesome, and you should listen to it.
number one spot on my list for the old category has to go to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Now, I know the Black Hokage did this as well, but I have to agree with him. Now, I never played this game when I was a kid, so the nostalgia factor isn't there, and the sole reason why this game gets my number one spot on my list is simply just because of this music. My favorite song, Gerudo Valley, is just inspiring and uplifting, and it's something that you would listen to when you go on a hike or, just a journey. And not like I do much exercise and go on hikes anyways, but, if I was, I would listen to this. Older games have undoubtedly had some good soundtracks, but that's not to say that newer games haven't had a few gems of their own. This is why I've chosen Skyrim as my number 3 pick for the new category. The widely popular theme song, Dovahkiin, took 30 talented people to sing, and the talent definitely shows. Hearing this song just makes me think about dragons, battles, adventures, spells, swords, shields, castles, dungeons, journeys, arrows, bows, bananas, apples, pears, pineapples, pandas, dragon fruit, starfruit, kiwis, coconuts, pineapples, cherries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, pineapples.
Jordan?
But yeah, I really like this song. It really puts me in the mood to lob a bunch of orcs' heads off with reckless abandon.
Now, Pokemon has always held a special spot in my heart. I really like catching all the different kinds of creatures and training them to slaughter each other. It's probably my favorite part of the game. But if that wasn't my favorite part, then it would have to be the music. Music. In particular, in Diamond and Pearl, where you fight the champion Cynthia. I never thought they could make piano music epic, because I'm not really one to like pianos. But in this game, they definitely showed that it can be.
For my second pick in the new category, I would have to go with Ori and the Blind Forest. To sum it up, the soundtrack is just disgustingly beautiful. It complements the gameplay extremely well and builds an atmosphere within the game that draws the player in. This is very important in the introduction to the game, as it focuses more on the relationship between Ori and Naru. Listen to it to see what I mean.
Second place for me has to be Fallout 3/Fallout 4. I included them both in the same slot because they basically have the same soundtrack. I included them both in the same slot because they both use old songs that I would never listen to because of the age that I am as their soundtrack. And it's really cool listening to these old songs as you traverse the wasteland, murdering zombies, human, child alike. My favorite from Fallout 3 has to be I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire by the Inkpots, and my favorite from Fallout 4 has to be The Wanderer.
Never settle down where pretty girls are. Well, you know that I'm around, 'cause I'm a wanderer.
And last but not least, my number one pick for the new my number one is Tomb Raider 2013. The reason I chose this game as my number one is because the soundtrack complements the game as a whole. No matter what you're doing in the game, whether you're being stealthy or in the middle of a huge fight, the soundtrack amplifies the situation and enhances the gameplay. One particular spot the developers did exceptionally well was the ending. After the huge boss fight, the music transitions perfectly into a calming melody that gives you a sense of relief. A few minutes later, the music will change to an uplifting song that will give you a sense of achievement.
Mario had its hands full trying to top Super Mario Sunshine and Mario 64, but one of the ways that they definitely stepped their game up is through the soundtrack in Super Mario Galaxy. When you first start the game, it's this joyful song of you running around in the Starbit Festival, and you jumping as 3D Mario. It perfectly encapsulates the feeling that you get when you start a new Mario game. You're gonna get the same feeling if you start a game 10 years from the past, or in the past, and you're gonna get the same feeling if you start a game 10 years from now. Songs like Starbit Festival and King Caliente, along with simple gameplay and easy to understand mechanics, will keep Mario a franchise staple for many years to come. By the way, guys, make sure you check out the Black Hokage on YouTube. I really like all of his videos, and he also has a website called thegamingalluminati.com, which has a bunch of gaming-related news, and you should also check that out too. So yeah, his Twitter link and YouTube link will be in the description. Make sure you check him out. So hope you guys enjoyed our list. If you disagree, then that's fine. This is just our opinion. There's a bunch of games out there. I'm sure we missed some. I'm sorry we didn't include Undertale. I bet a bunch of you thought that was going to be on the list, but we haven't played Undertale, and we don't really feel like playing it. So sorry. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please support us with a like and a subscription. That'd be great. And if you want to comment on what your favorite list is, or if we need to change anything, or if we're bad people for picking games that you didn't like, or that we missed games that you do like, then you can tell us that. Alright, bye.
Bye.